welcome to the Obelisk Lounge. I am back with a reading on Jasmin Brown and Cam Newton and their relationship. I did not follow her before. I also didn't really follow him like that. Like, I knew who he was because he's a football player, but I really didn't follow them closely, and I actually still don't. My friends gave me the idea to do this reading to see like what's spiritually going on in their relationship, and if, you know, this new position, you know, that she has as far as like, you know, relationships and things like that, like, is that genuine? You know, or was her older content, like the way that she was speaking, her older content, like, was that genuine? So I'm going to be looking at that situation to see, you know, what is true, what is not true, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in their relationship. Especially after that interview that he had with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, especially, you know, the stuff that he said in that interview, because I watched that interview, and I was just like, dang, you know, like, if I was her, I would feel away, you know what I'm saying? You talking about having extra kids and not necessarily, you know, necessarily having them with me, you know what I'm saying, as if, you know, you don't foresee yourself, you know, being with me for a very long time. Like, if I was her, like, I would feel away. So I want to see, like, does she feel away about that? Or just, you know, in general. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with a personality slash character analysis of Jasmin. So the answer says, what? Give me a personality and character analysis on her. These cards are always really hard to shuffle because they're so big, but go ahead and hit the thumbs up and stuff like that as well. So these cards are always so difficult and hard to shuffle. Just give me a character analysis on Jasmin Brown, one of the subjects of our reading. Character and personality analysis. 5, 4, 3. Hold on. Ooh. And I'm not editing all this hard shuffling out either. 1. I'm gonna do it one more time. Personality and character. Okay. I got the Mother, the Healer, the Don Juan. I felt that Don Juan card was gonna come out. It's like I could see it already. Advocate and the Child Magical. So Jazz is a dreamer, and she has always been a dreamer and a visionary. She's always seen herself as a mother. I feel like that there may be some issues in the relationship that she had with her own mother, especially during her teenage years, that inspired her to be a mother, to want to be a mother herself. And she didn't want to wait on that any longer. And so she went ahead and took the leap to go ahead and, you know, and be a mother, you know, before, you know, she got married, which, you know, that is her own personal standard that she had set for herself previously. And so she's always seen herself as a mother, and she wants to improve her relationship with her own mother through parenting her own child. There's different things, like I can hear her saying, man, the stuff my mama did, I'm not gonna do that to my baby. You know what I'm saying? And this was like, I see this previously, like before she ever even knew that she would even get pregnant as soon as she did, right? Like, I see her saying that it's like a teenager or like a young early 20-something person in the past. She's a healer. She definitely does have a lot of healing energy and things like that. But I mean, we can already see like she really doesn't, she is failing to take care of herself though. Like, her cup is literally running dry. But also with her healing energy, I feel like she has some ulterior motives with that energy. Like, she wants to use it as an excuse to make poor decisions, or an excuse to drain herself. I don't know if she is seeking attention in this. No, it's not attention. Recognition is what it is that she's seeking. She's not necessarily seeking attention from those, you know, that she gives her healing energy to. She's more so seeking respect and recognition and wanting people to see her value in this aspect. I'm also picking up that she's a really great mother too to her baby. Like, she is a really great mother. Like, they have a very special relationship, her and her baby. Yeah, she was supposed to have that baby. With the Don Juan card, this is the ulterior motives that it is that I'm speaking about. When it comes to this healing energy, like, I don't know if I can't put my finger on it. It's like she almost wants to like appear as not a false prophet, because I feel like she kind of does see herself prophesizing sometimes in her personal life. I don't know if she does that on the internet or not. Like again, I haven't watched her content or anything like that. But y'all tell me in the comments, like, you know, does she sometimes try to prophesize and things like that, or like predict things? Because I see her as kind of like a false prophet too. Yeah. With the networker card, you know, I was going to be asking this question later on in the reading, but with the networker card coming out, she most definitely got with him to elevate her own status and things like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? We do it all the time when we are networking, you know, for jobs and different things like that. So ain't nothing wrong, you know, with her doing that. But she did get with him to elevate her status, to try to get some money, try to get some notoriety and different things like that, to help her with other entertainment connections and things like that. With the advocate card, I'm picking up that some of her old content, some of it was slightly genuine, slightly, not fully. You know, if I had to rate it on a scale, it was 10% genuine and 90% falsehoods already is what I'm picking up on. And then also with the child magical card, a part of her personality and character analysis. Oh yeah, I said this earlier. She's a dreamer. She's a visionary. She has like fairy tale syndrome. Yeah, like a fairy tale syndrome, like in her head. And even like in her life, like she lies to herself, like she tells herself lies about her situation, and just like about her life and things like that in general, and lies about what it is that she truly does want in life. Not just even in regards to her relationship with Cam, but just, you know, in general. That's like the energy that she has. Like she has a hard time telling herself the truth and facing the truth of herself. So that's our character and personality analysis. And the Mystic is on the bottom of the deck. It's funny because I felt like that she kind of dabbles in spirituality a little bit, and not like Christian spirituality, but like cards, mystics. I also feels like that she has some type of spiritualist or her own psychic or medium that it is that she goes to. I feel like this person could also be in her family as well, giving her advice, like one of her friends or her family that she consults for wisdom and different things like that. I'm picking up on something else too. Definitely feel like she dabbles. Definitely feel that and see it. Even before I even saw that card, I'm like, she low-key a spiritualist, you know. But anywho, let me go ahead and get these playing cards out. So let me ask you, so what's going on with them spiritually? Like, what is going on with this relationship spiritually? Not the ghetto aspects of it, but like, what is the spiritual undertone of their relationship? 3, 2, 1. 5 of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts, Jack of Clubs. So with the 5 of Diamonds, they actually were supposed to come together and have the baby. Like, this was all like divinely orchestrated, you know. It's not anything that it is not a decision that was not a part of her plan in life, because you know how we make decisions that go against our divine plan, that goes against our divine destiny and things like that. This is something that was actually written in the stars and in the cards for her, so she's really just going with that flow. But but also I want to preface that we don't always have to make decisions that are in accordance with that, especially if those decisions are not really what's best for us. Because some stuff, when we are in heaven making our contracts and things like that before we come down here on earth, we write in certain hardships or poor decisions into our contract. Not all of them, okay? So don't just be, around here acting like, every poor decision, that you've made, you were divinely supposed to make that decision. No, some shit we do bring on ourselves and veer off path. But in this case, this is actually what it is that she was supposed to do. So even though it looks crazy to the rest of us, you know what I'm saying? Or the rest of us that got some sense, right? This is like they are doing what they were divinely orchestrated to do. They were supposed to come together and teach each other lessons, different things like that, and have these different experiences that they have with one another. But they don't see eye to eye though. With the Five of Diamonds, they're actually not in alignment. So I'm just going to say this is just a karmic relationship. And there is some stuff that it is that they're supposed to be gathering and learning to level up, to level up individually, within themselves and outside of themselves, that they are supposed to be learning. And the main karmic lesson that they're supposed to be learning in regards to one another is healing like this mother wound. I feel like Cam should be mothering himself in a sense, or caring for him, like nurturing himself in a sense. And there are some things that Jazz is supposed to be doing in regards to her mother wound as well. Because it was something that they were missing in their development or their childhood in regards to their parents and their upbringing. Cam, in his sense, is what I'm getting is he's like upholding this image of what a mother, of what a woman is supposed to be, based on his own mother and how he sees and views and values his own mother. And so he is looking for that in a woman, and he feels as though he has not seen it yet. And I'm gonna say, like, he has some things around whoredom, because he doesn't see his mother as a whore. He sees her as a very virtuous woman. And so he feels as though his wife should be virtuous, how he sees his mother. Now, I'm not saying that his mother is virtuous or not. That's just how he sees her. And so the women that it is that he deals with, and I'm not calling the women that he deals with horses. Like I said, I don't know. I don't even know these folks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these people. Okay. But, so I'm not calling, Jazz or any other women, that he deals with whores, but he doesn't value them because he sees them in that light. Like, he sees him as somebody, not to take serious as a wife, because he doesn't want them with his Five of Diamonds to cheat on him, even though he a cheater. You know what I'm saying? It's like, folks be crazy and don't be making no type of sense in their head. But that is what's coming out, in the cards, like he sees them as mothers, but not, as wives, for himself. Like he's like, I want a virtuous, woman, for my wife. I want a woman that was like my mother to be, my wife, and different things like that. So there are some issues in regards to that he really needs to heal with and deal when it comes to this relationship. And as far as Jazz, I feel like her and her mother, especially in her teenage years, like a lot of, parent-child relationships go, they argued a lot. She did not feel seen or supported in her creative pursuits and different things like that. I feel like also that there was some infidelity that she saw in her parents' message, or heard about in her parents' message, that also kind of warped her perception of things, as a child. Like I think she found out like when she was in like her teenage years or like her early 20s that there was some infidelity that went on within her parents' marriage or their relationship that kind of made her look at her parents, and in particular like her mother, differently. And there's also some things that she wishes her mother would have taught her or prepared her for. Even though she loves and respects her mother, and she still regards her like in this high in this high perspective, but it's some underlying hurt and things and disappointment and things like that there, because she does respect her mother, and I'm seeing that she speaks highly of her. But yeah, what I said already. With the King of Spades, the Ace of Clubs, and the Nine of Spades, let's see, what was my question? Oh yeah, what's spiritually going on with their relationship? I feel like Jazz, is worried that things are not going to work out. I feel like she is worried that all of this work that she has put into the relationship is just going to sour, and be spoiled, and that she really won't get anything out of it. There's a lot that she does not say either. I feel like in the earlier part of their relationship, like they would kind of bicker a lot. But now she holds her tongue a lot more. She really doesn't say what it is that she wants to say. And so she feels suppressed, but she also feels like she's just being, this is what a wife, is supposed to be, or a woman, is supposed to be. Like she's not supposed to like speak up for herself or different things like that, because everything that it is that he says she necessarily does not agree with. But with the Three of Hearts, she wants to keep her composure. And she's also thinking about, her child and different things like that, and keeping the relationship together. She really is fearful of, them breaking up, or him not, choosing her and different things like that to be his wife. Let's see. Does she regret having her baby? Oh, actually, no, I don't have to ask that because that came out, and I have some questions written down. And so I'm looking at my notebook, but that already came out that she doesn't regret her baby. So let me see. What is this one question? Oh, let's talk about this new, this new stuff that she, that she posits in regards to like relationships and being a woman and different things like that. So was her previous content, was that a facade? Was that a facade, her previous content? I answered that too, but let's look a little bit deeper into it. Was her previous content a facade or what? How does she really feel? She was going through a rebellion. I feel like the time that she started doing that type of content was like residual anger in regards like to her parents and stuff like that. Because going back to the infidelity in their relationship that I picked up on, I feel like that was just like past anger that she was kind of acting out, and she really didn't believe the stuff that it is that she was saying. Like she really didn't. Like, she believed it for some people, but not really even her own self. Like she didn't see herself actually living out the stuff that it is that she would talk about. She was more so doing it for content and for notoriety and to gain attention. She didn't genuinely feel that way. She always wanted, a relationship in the way that it is that she has it now. Like that traditional type relationship, lovey-dovey, fairy tale type stuff. Like she actually genuinely wanted that. She never wanted to be single. She was never happy being single. She was just bitter about her own relationships that she's had in the past and disappointments, and then also the disappointments in regard to her parents and other relationships that it is that she saw in her life. Because she was more so like, I don't want to go through XYZ. I don't want to go through that. But, you know, but in the back of her mind, she's like, but that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is what it is. That's just expected. Like, people are going to cheat, you know, people are going to, you know, be incompatible, you know, and just like different things like that. Like, that's a belief that it is that she holds within herself. And so she was fighting against that belief and questioning it. But that was her sense, though. You know what I'm saying? See, I ain't finna get into it because I don't even feel like it. Because for those of you, y'all already know probably what it is that I want to say or what I'm about to say in regards to that. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, Seven of Diamonds, the Queen of Diamonds, and the Nine of Clubs. Oh, well, I basically already actually read that with everything that I said before. Questioning her value system and different things like that. Like questioning, you know, the sanctity of marriage and all of those just like different things. The lies that it is, or the perception rather, that she has about marriage, she has grown to accept it. If I want to have, you know, longevity in a marriage or in a relationship, I'm going to have to accept some bullshit, basically, is her point of view now. Instead of, you know, holding true to whatever value system that she was really trying to pivot into with her previous content, she just really just kind of gave in because, and is just willing to, you know, deal with whatever it is that she does not want. She's willing to put up and deal with those things because she wants a marriage, she wants a family, she wants a relationship, and all of those different things. And so it's not even that, you know, she didn't hold true to that content. She was bitter about, you know, things not working out in the past and everything that I've already stated previously. So let's see. Is he going to marry her? And this is like, what's going to be like the outcome of their relationship? 5, 4. I'm picking up that she is not going to leave anytime soon. If the relationship ends, it'll be because he wants to. Is he gonna marry her? 2, 1. Oh, 7 of Clubs. He's questioning it. 7 of Hearts and the Jack of Hearts. Nope. He not gonna marry her. He's talking about it. He's talking to her as if, you know, he is going to, but he's also trying to present like a spiritual marriage to her as well. So I feel like within like the next year, or like maybe by the end of this year, within the next few months, sometime like during like the winter, maybe into the spring is when they're going to announce it. But they're gonna have a spiritual marriage, you know, a spiritual commitment ceremony. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't finna be nothing on no paper, you know. That is what. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I really didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. But it's just some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, why even have a spiritual commitment ceremony? Like, why even have that? You know what I'm saying? Like what's the point? You know what I'm saying? And like, to each their own, but that is what they are going to have. And so you may be seeing some pictures on her social media by the end of this year or sometime in the spring or next summer of like some type of commitment ceremony. So not a wedding, but a spiritual commitment ceremony and different things like that. I feel like she's gonna flash like a ring or something like that on, you know, like her Instagram stories or something like that, like something that's gonna like disappear. Like she's gonna do that. But yeah, that's as far as it's going. Yeah. Look at that. The Ace of Spades face done came out on your ass. Y'all, no, he's not. The Ace of Spades, the Eight of Hearts, and the Jack of Spades. He's not doing it. And so she's really going to be settling for this because it's not what she really wants, but it's the closest that she feels she's going to get so that she can be comfortable financially, so that she can have her entertainment connections and have, you know, her fame, her recognition, all of those different things to support her and her lifestyle and for, you know, her children and different things like that. I also don't see them learning the karmic lessons that it is that they're supposed to learn out of this relationship. I don't see either of them actually learning those things. Now, things can happen because I'm not God. I'm not omniscient. I'm not omnipotent. Okay. So, and neither do I want to be. That's a really big responsibility. Okay. Being a spiritual guide is already, you know what I'm saying, a big responsibility. So I don't want to be God. Okay. But anywho, what was I saying? Dang it. What was I saying? I lost my thoughts. So Ace of Spades, Eight of Hearts, Jack of Spades. Dang it. I forgot what I was saying. Let me see. I know that, let me look down and see. Let me look at my cards. So no, he's not going to marry her. No, they're not going to learn their lessons from this relationship. And I also do see them breaking up in like another 2 years. Another 2 to 3 years. I do see a breakup happening. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, it's not gonna last. Yeah, it's not gonna last because Jazz wants a real marriage. She just does not want a spiritual ceremony. Like, she's telling herself that because he, you know, is saying that, but that's not what she actually, that's not her truth. You know what I'm saying? It's something that she's molding herself, you know, into so that she can have the things that it is that she wants to have, or have a piece of it, you know, or at least an idea, you know what I'm saying, of it, the perception of it and different things like that, because she has trouble being by herself. She doesn't like being by herself when it comes to being in relationships, but then also like when it comes to having people or friends and things like that around her, because I'm seeing that she is kind of by herself a lot. And by herself in regards to like friend groups and stuff like that. Or maybe she feels this sense of loneliness even with people around her. She doesn't like being alone, and then she also feels alone even when she is around people. Like, she's having some internal conflict, you know, with that she really needs to work out. And she's going to start speaking up for herself too, which is going to lead to arguments, which is also going to lead to their breakup. Yeah. I'm not picking up on anything else. Let me see. Do I have any questions about him? Let's see really quickly, and then I'm gonna just wrap up this reading. Let me see. I want to know, like, how does he view her? How does King view Jazz? Like, what? What are his true feelings about her? And this will be my last question. 6 of Hearts, 5 of Spades, and then the Queen of Spades. He's happy for now, but like, it's for now, and it's really not long lasting. With the 5 of Spades, he also feels like she's putting up a facade. He feels like she's being a little bit fake. You know what I'm saying? And that is not genuine. And so, yeah, he feels like she's just being a little bit fake and that it's not fully genuine, or that she has some ulterior motives. He don't love her. 2 of Hearts, the Joker, and the Ace of Diamonds. He don't love her. He don't value her. Like, she's just a filler in his life, you know, for now. And not because it's her, but it's him. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm picking up on is like his own internal stuff. Like it's really even not her. You know what I'm saying? It's just him and his perception, you know, of relationships, romantic relationships and different things like that. Yeah, he's very uncommitted. And he got other women now. Yeah, he got like other women now. This Two of Hearts, this Joker, this Ace of Diamonds. He is very deceptive. Yeah, look at my five. Look, then I just said, I know y'all don't read cards, but I just said that he has other women with this Five of Clubs. Like he has other women and things like that he talks to. Yeah, she is not the only lady in his life right now. And I feel like Jazz is okay with that for the time. I mean, she's not okay with that, but she acts like she's okay with that. And so she doesn't pick arguments with him about it. I feel like she used to a little bit, or like, will like mention like little bitty things like here and there, like, you know, like, what you doing? Like, why you coming, you know, home late, you know, or just different things like that, you know, or you said you were going to do XYZ. Like, it's not in a very argumentative way because she doesn't want to upset him or disgruntle him. And make him leave, but she does question him a little bit, but it's in a way that's very meek though. And then she also turns a blind eye to it and things like that. He likes the work that he likes the work she does around the house. Yeah. He likes how she treats his children. He likes how she, you know, manages her life and different things like that. Like he respects and values those things about her. But as far as the romantic part, y'all, he really ain't studying her. And again, it's not her, it's him. Like, yeah, like it's not even her, it's literally him. Like his own internal issues and stuff like that. Let's see, am I picking up on anything else? Nope, I ain't got nothing else. So, you know, that concludes the reading. Put y'all's comments, questions, whatever in the comment section below. If y'all are interested in booking a personal reading, that information is also in my description box. Make good choices. You know what I'm saying? Just because stuff, you know, is in our destiny does not mean that we always have to fulfill those certain things, especially if they're really not the best decisions for us. But honestly, to each their own. Do what it is that y'all want to do. Make good choices for yourself. If you want to book a personal reading, like I said, the information is in the description box below. And y'all have a good one. Be safe.